I wanted to bring you guys along. Hey, this is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. I wanted to bring you guys along for the pockets in the file folders. So I've done my little round jobbies, really cute. And so then I took a 2.5 inch wide strip and then a 10-inch long. So then I cut them into 2.5 inch squares once I covered it with all of my leftover pieces, which I still have leftover pieces, but once I did that, then I cut them into 2.5 inch squares, and then I went point to point and cut them. So this is going to make our pockets, or tucks, not pockets. So anyway, that's what we're going to end up with. And the fact that you're using leftover pieces just makes them that much more interesting. But, you know, you can always, if you think one needs to do a little something different than the other, you know, it doesn't really matter. We've got, and we can put different ones down. It, you know, it doesn't really matter what you do with, because I made sure all of the leftover pieces just went every which way. So I'm just going to lay these down just by gluing the two short sides of the triangle. Bring it all the way down to the bottom, but I am bringing it in just a little bit from the edge of the file folder because I really don't want it to stick out from the file folder when it's closed. I don't want you to see it. I mean, if you do, it's no biggie, but, you know. Okay. There we go. Good job. And this is where we're going to be able to, if I can find one of these. Okay, here we go. So the recipe cards will fit in there on both sides. Let's make sure that we're not gluing too much of that down. So I will be able to fit 2 or 3 at least in there. And then of course we have the whole pockets back here, which will hold quite a few. And then our closure. So I just wanted to show you exactly what I was doing in this section, just so you had, you know, you can make them whatever size you want. Try and keep it minimal glue so that you're not having to, you know, redo the pocket, so, you know, so that the stuff won't fit in. But that's good. That's good. All right. Yeah, I love using all our leftover pieces for stuff. Okay, and again, we're going to keep it a little bit away from the very edge. There we go. Let's just make sure that it's going to fit in there. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys, I just wanted to show you that. So I'll be back, and we're going to do the inside front cover. And then I think we will be done. And it'll just be time for me to put all my goodies in there. Yay! And once I put all my goodies in there, I think that's when I'm going to show you the final walkthrough so you can see how well it works for me. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Paper Lace and Bling. Welcome back. I have the front inside cover of our recipe book is all that's left to do. This is my base that will fit onto that inside front cover. And this is all of the pieces I have left, which is going to work out, I think, just perfectly. So I had these two little pieces. They're just a little less than an inch, but I went ahead and scored middle-ish so that I have some strips, because I know I'm going to need those, because I'm going to make two big pockets, but I'm thinking that I want to have a lid to it. So we're going to see if I can make it the two big pockets and have a closure over the top so that nothing will fall out. So I don't know. I think this is too small to be the top. So I'm going to have to make sure that I leave enough out of this pocket, and then this will be the second pocket. So let's see, this is 2.5. So I think I'd like for this, and this is 7-ish, 7.25, something like that. Let me see if you want to really know, since I'm doing it. 7 1/8 by 10 1/8. Okay. So this is, just say 7, and this is 2.5. So let me get a different piece of paper and see where would I want this other pocket. Would I want it like this? And then this is the pocket, so pocket and pocket, and that is basically, well, it's 2.25. So I might as well do a 5-inch sheet, I think. We'll do a 5-inch sheet, and then I'm going to cut these down to 5. I'm going to do 4 3/4. I think that'll be just fine. I don't want to get too high up. Then it's too hard to get things out if you make the pocket too deep. And I'm not making it an accordion pocket. But actually, if I made it an accordion pocket, it would be much better. It would be much easier. Because, see, this pocket, let me put a little piece of white here so you can see. Well, I guess that's not too bad, but if I made it an accordion pocket, I would be able to get more on it. Okay, so I'm going to need a quarter, a quarter, a quarter, or a half, a half, a half. I think I'm just going to make it a 1/4 inch in between each. Or I could do 3/8. 3/8. 3/8. 3/8. Yeah, I think, let's see. Roll this out of the way. Let's see what I can get out of this. Okay. So we're going to do 3/8, and then 1, 2, 3/8, and then this is 11. So we'll get both sides out of this, yeah. And then 1, 2, and 3/8. So that's the beginning. Then bend, bend, and then one more. 1, 2, 3/8. Okay, so I will tell you, this is at 3/8. At 3/4, 1 1/8, and 1 1/2. Okay? And we're just going to cut on that last score line, because we don't really need anything other than that. Oh, I need new glasses so badly, it's not even funny. My girlfriend Laurel and I were just talking about that. She's actually got a an appointment. I don't even have that, and I need to very badly. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, fold. The center one needs to be a mountain, and then everything will fold back onto it to give us our little accordion fold. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead. Remember, don't cut anything off the score line. Going to go ahead. I think there's still some glue in this. Not much. I have to fill that one up. There we go. And we're going to put the edge, no, I'm sorry, put the pointed mountain side to the inside. That center mountain you did. Well, you can do it either way. You're not going to be wrong, but okay, and then we're going to cut this off right there, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm doing this on the bottom. And just gonna make sure it's lining up nicely. Burnish. All right, and I think I'm going to use this. Oh no, it's not long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and cut myself a piece off of this after I score it, because I'm going to give myself a bottom. A scored bottom, because really if you don't do it on the bottom as well, you're pretty much not getting a true accordion pocket, because you don't have 3/4, so 3/8, 3/4, 1 1/4, and 1 1/2. Okay. 1 1/8, not 1 1/4. It's 1 1/8. All right. But really, if you don't have the there we go. If you don't have the bottom accordioned as well, then you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, I think, because it's all pinched closed at the bottom. So then, you know, once you start stuffing stuff in there, that's going to fill up, and then everything is, you know, you're just not going to be able to fit as much, or some of it's going to be sticking out because it can't go all the way down to the bottom. So this way, we're going to give it the same thickness on the bottom, or openness at the bottom, as well as what it has on the top. Okay, so let's go ahead and fit this in. Now this does not have to go all the way to the corner. I am going to start it just out of the way of this so that they're going to be working together, but they're not going to be on top of each other, okay? I think that's one of the easiest ways to do it. And then here I'm just going to eyeball and I think that's going to be good out of the way. I'm going to take a little bit more off. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this down. Hope everybody's okay. This coming week is going to be Thanksgiving. Trying to get all squared away for that. You know, me with my food allergies, I have to kind of work my way around what everybody's going to like and then have something for me to eat as well. Like my husband and my son love the green bean casserole. I can't eat it. But they love it. So I make that, and I'm trying to figure out some kind of bread that I can make myself. So I'm going to be fiddle-farting around with that. Okay, so I ended up using, oh, wow, okay. It's way much bigger than the... Okay, so we're going to cut this down and reuse. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So this needs to be cut right there. Oh, good Lord. So let me get this cut. There we go. Find it. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to cut a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. And then we're going to reuse this. Okay. Is this the right length? Yeah, because now I'm going to have to cut this one down so that it will fit better. So let's see. Let's get... Okay. So I just made this one shorter so that they won't interfere. And you can totally do that if you don't like, because this is going to leave just a little bit of a hole at the bottom. So if you don't like that, you can totally put this one all the way across first and then put these shorter. And then your little holes will be on the sides. Either way, you're going to have a little bit of a hole. Now, with some work, you can, you know, miter these together. And that would look very nice too. If I was doing this as a mini album that I was going to sell, I would definitely miter the corners together and not have a hole. But, oh, and I need to bring this up to here. But, you know, this is for me. It's still going to be very, very nice. And it's going to be very workable. And so I am totally satisfied with that. All right. So, yeah, I would have redone it if it was, okay. So there is our first pocket, and then we'll just use this. And I have enough room to make a score line. I'm going to do a 3/8 and see how much I have left for this little pocket. We'll go ahead and give this a little snip. Oh, I don't want to glue it down yet. Getting ahead of myself. And then we'll put it right here at the edge. Make a little mark where I want the score line. And that was a 1/2 inch. Yay! Okay, and then this will do the same thing. And we're just going to glue this puppy down. And then all we have to do is a little decoration. Oh yeah, I was going to make a lid. Ooh. I think I've used more of what I needed. Too much. I used too much. I don't think I'm going to have a lid, which is fine because it's going to be in a cabinet. It's not going to be floating upside down. So I will be fine. I will be fine. Okay, and let's see. So this is this, but I think I might have enough left over to at least do a little something something. Let's look here. Let's put my tab in. Yeah, that's what it's not really. This is not really. There we go. And then we want to go 3. Where did I put my ruler? Here it is. 3 1/4. Okay. All right. And then I'm just going to cut that straight down. All right. So I have that, and I think I'm going to just glue it on. I don't think you guys can tell, but one side of this is a little bit darker. And I don't think you can tell because of the lighting. I don't know. But one side's a little darker than the other, so I think that's what's been screwing me up, saying, I don't have anything that matches. I finally, yeah, that's pretty sad. I finally figured out. Yeah, pretty darn sad. Okay, and I'm going to put it right over here, and I want about the same amount, obviously, to stick out. And even if I don't use it, it's just going to kind of bring the rest of the book with all the little file folder tabs. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so let's get this. Let's see. I think I will use some tape. This is 1/4 inch. my husband and son are outside doing something, but it's like 32 degrees out there. It was 19 this morning. It was cold. I took my dog for a walk a little while ago. As I said, I'm not waiting until... This is the hottest part of the day, so I'm going now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take one side of this off. I don't know where my other little pokey tool is. I'm going to have to clean up my area for sure. Okay. So this is the sticky part, so I'm going to put this part down first and line it up and lay it down right like that. So now the rest of this should just go wham. Just perfectly lay right down where it belongs. So we can pull the rest of this. Sorry if I'm out of just pulling the tape cover off. Okay, so let's make sure everything there we go. Voila. Get that one corner done. That's not sticky. There. So there is lots of room in that pocket. Lots of room in that pocket. See, all the way down to the bottom. All the way down. See how that straightens out there? So, yeah. And then this little pocket for, like, some of these. Because those will get lost unless you put them in that way. But that'll be great. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to take a strip of my copy paper because I have all of these little strips and use them up. Oh, that's not. That needs to get put away. Okay, so I have all these little strips and bits. So I think that will be that. This goes with my... There we go. Okay, so... And then I have these 3 sheets to do something else with. And I will be cutting these out. So, I have those 3 sheets to do my, I think we'll do the top piece of the pocket and this piece out of this. And then all of these little bits and pieces will go across the bottom bit. And that way, it will still leave me with 2 full sheets. Because, you know, for whatever I do next. Alright? Yeah, I think this will be great for this. And then I can tuck some down under each one of them. Perfect. So, I don't know that you guys need to see this, per se. I'm just going to cut this small enough to fit inside my pockets. It doesn't have to be as small because these are going to allow me to get in very close. This one will allow me to get in very close because we have the where's my knot? Because we have the open. It's not just glued down. It's got the slots, the flaps. Oh my goodness. Okay, so then we're going to take this and I will put, about that much. So 5/8 into the pocket. So let's see this piece. Okay, so that's good. I still have to ink. And then this piece should fit right down in here. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And I've not, oh, that is crooked, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm taking that off. Ah! That is crooked as the day is long. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, good Lord. See, I ripped it. It's going to be covered basically, but I ripped it. Dummy. See if I can get it in there straight. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that looks so much better. Alright guys, so I'm going to ink and glue this. I'm going to get my white piece and do all of my scraps. I'm probably going to cut these down into smaller pieces so this will be a little more interesting and get like all the colored pieces. But I'm going to make them smaller. And so this and this, part of this, this and this. I don't know if I have to use some of that. But this way I'll have some nice different colors in there. Okay. Bye, y'all. I'm going to finish that. Then this will go glue right into here. Just like that. Voila. And it makes for a book that still has plenty of room to put stuff. So as soon as I get this done and I get all of my recipes in there, I will come back and I will give you a look through my book with some of my recipes in there. I might not get to all of them, but I will at least get some of it started so that you can see what's going on. And I have to fill one of my glue bottles there. I like having this one because I use less glue, so this precision tip. But when I need more glue, these are really nice because I get more glue, especially if I give it a little squeeze, I get more glue out. So if I need a lot, you know, to have a larger amount of glue onto something, I do enjoy these Sugar Bell, Sweet Sugar Bell, they're icing things. So anyway, so there you guys go. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Be back in, for you, seconds. Well, no, it'll probably be a different video because this one's like 30 minutes long already. Bye. Hello, all you creative, lovely people. This is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling, and I am back, and I probably don't have enough lights on. That's a little better. Let's get some more lighting on there. Now I think you can see it. Sorry, I've been sitting here in almost darkness doing some stuff. I did go through and put some stuff in here, and so I'm just showing you my little walkthrough. You have seen, you know, I kept it very simple because I'm going to be putting it in with other cookbooks. You certainly can make it anything that your heart desires. Now I have my extra recipe cards. And then these are just some things that, this is a very old menu that I did at a party, and I thought, you know, that still works for a quick, let's get something going for a quick party. So I just left that in there. And I don't know how I came to these. I don't remember. But these are napkin folds. The art of napkin folding. So I don't get that fancy on my napkins because they're usually paper. I don't want to wash them. But I decided to keep that because if I ever do want to do a fancy napkin, I'll know how to do it. So I did put some nice, this is from my sister-in-law, but my mother-in-law actually typed this onto these papers. So they're very special to me. And then, you know, like these were my mother's, Mom Jean. So this was a clam dip recipe, but that was my scribble. And, you know, I still have this pocket back here. I have an empty recipe card, and this came with the kit, so it's not really mine. And then I put in some of the little dips and things like that. I have not utilized my bits yet, but this is basically for appetizers. You know, just simple things. Dips, chips, that kind of stuff. This middle one, I kind of thought, okay, this is kind of like a more of a main dish. Still finger food, still party stuff, but these are a little more substantial. Didn't have anything to go in here just yet, but a lot in my center. And then this back section here was for desserts. Lots of goodies. This again was my mother-in-law did this for toffee, but it was her neighbor, whom I met years and years and years ago. So that was fun, just going through these. I had a cry. I had a laugh. Yeah, it was quite seeing my mom's writing, my mother-in-law's writing, you know, just stuff. This is a old Woman's Day Christmas cookie tear out. So, I don't remember which one of these cookies my mother was like, oh, you've got to try these. They're so good. Of course, now with all my food allergies, I can't hardly eat any of this stuff, but I'm not making it for me. And then I have a lot of recipes in my folder. I mean, there's a lot in there. Can you see that? There is a lot folded in there. There's probably 12 sheets of paper in there. So, you know, it turned out to be nice. And I kind of, you know, I did use these. I'm going to have this one as my drinks. So I have a punch and a spiced mulled wine, I think it is. And this one is nothing. This one, my mom would cut out these household hint things for me all the time. And I've got quite a few of them, not in the booklet that I went through, but I think I'm going to do something and keep those. They might go in here. I don't know, but and then this one I'm going to try and do with my grandson this year, and he and I will make, it's going to be after Christmas, but that's no big deal. We're going to make these little wreaths and decorate them, and then he can take them back and give them to his aunts and uncles and stuff. I think that will be fun, and he enjoys giving gifts too. So Nana will help him do that. So then that is, you know, kind of those things. So a little different than I thought, but it's still working great for me. And then these are gifts in a jar kind of stuff. Things that you can make, the ingredients, the, you know, like this is cake in a coffee cup. So I have the ingredients, and then I have the information on how, you know, what to give the person that you're giving the ingredients to. So super fun. I was very pleased with this, and I know I'm going to use it quite often. So I just wanted to bring you guys along. I love it. I hope, now remember, you can make this into anything. And one thing I wanted to mention, that if these bother you, you can just clip them off. But I just leave them. They don't bother me in the least. I think they kind of look cool. So yeah, so this was my great big old pocket that we made. And it's that big all the way down. And then the little side pocket, the little bottom pocket was really nice. So, and I love this. It's getting utilized perfectly. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much. Hope to see you again soon. I've got a new exciting something coming up. Join me later. Bye.